EA Sports is proud to present today's PGA Tour coverage. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Mountain Shootout. Out to the 6th hole now, where the action is underway. Let's check in on our featured golfer. Early in the round and playing reasonably well. Nothing great, but has certainly not given a whole lot away.
Yeah, and actually a good position to really springboard the round from here.
Frank, it's always nice to play good golf, but it's just as special to be somewhere where you realize how fortunate we all are to be able to enjoy God's green earth. I mean, this is just an amazing spot.
Well, I know our game's seasonal, Rich, but amazingly, this is the whole area completely under snow in the winter. And then, once the sun comes out, the snow starts to thaw out. You're left with this beautiful golf course just in amongst nature, and you can still be competitive with it. So you can be sort of smelling the roses, as we would say, and still testing your own talents.
Second shot, good look at the green. Good swing, good shot yet again. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
You'd like that one again.
Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Putt for par. He needs one. Frank, you can see by the reaction, it has been that kind of week. Just a few too many pars. Now to the long par 5 7th hole, 602 yards, Frank. They call it hoodoo.
Yeah, it's nothing for a little muscle man. Bust one up the tee there. Well, actually it is. You're going to need two of your best if you want to reach this par 5 and 2. So, start with a good one.
Headed for the bunker, I think. Oh, look out, Frank. Where's this one headed?
This is definitely rough, Rich, off the tee.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait, and at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
This is going to be a tough day on the links. I mean, even the seagulls are walking to work. That was a solid strike and a good result. Not a gimme, but well within his range. And with that birdie, into the top 25 on the leaderboard. Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water. Frank, only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
But distance control is still very important here. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15 foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there. Maybe just aim a little further to the left. You can still make birdie.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. And that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
See if he can get something going here. 2 straight birdies. And with that birdie, moving into the top 20 on the leaderboard. So we'll round out the front side here at Banff Springs with a par 5 and reasonably short at only 501 yards.
So very reachable because of that yardage that you just referenced. Hole bends a little bit to the right. You can favor the left side with a tee shot. It's just going to make that angle on the second a little bit easier. That's fine.
Excellent drive, Frank. Right where you want to be. Frankie could make eagle right here with a really good approach shot.
Yeah, well within his reach, too. And, Rich, if we just sit back and relax here, I think we're going to see perhaps a very good look at eagle coming up.
That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. It's a good-looking putt right here. You might like it. Moves into the top 20 after an eagle. There you have it, Frank. The first round is a wrap. We saw some good golf out there.
It was certainly a fun round to watch. There's a lot of great players in this field, and this is such an exciting venue. I just can't wait to see what happens the rest of the championship.
Coverage coming your way is presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. It's second round coverage of the Mountain Shootout. Frank, we begin this back nine with a real test. It's a 218-yard par 3.
And it's very easy to get lulled into the shape of that lake there on the right side and try and hit a cut in here. But that cut's going to work against the natural shape of the hole. If anything, a nice high draw.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read, and missed out on that second part. So a tester from 4 feet. In for par. Now to the 11th hole. It's a par 4, 417 yards. Frank, what's the key here?
A nice little draw down that left side would be the ideal tee shot. The carry on the two little bunkers down the left side really isn't overly long, but that's the desired entry into this green.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. on the green, and a chance for birdie. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Frank, he might like this one. He might like... Oh, he's going to love it, Frank. Setting himself up for a good weekend, the Wiley golf instructor makes his birdie. All right, on to the 12th hole, 442-yard par 4. What do you like about this hole, Frank?
Just a nice par 4 that sort of bends to the player's right. A lot of people will just stand up here, grab the driver. I don't really think you have to do that, Rich. The hole's not overly long. Just something short or down that left side. You're only going to have a short iron in for your second shot.
Frank, it's a nice walk to make down the fairway when you can see your golf ball right there in the middle.
Rich, there's an old saying, fairway first. And there's another example. Hit it in the fairway, and the game becomes very straightforward.
Just a beautiful tee shot. That is an excellent play right there. The approach giving him another good look. Standing over his birdie putt.
Rich, it's been a very good workmanlike performance. Yet another birdie.
Into the top 15 on the leaderboard. Par 3 13th, it's 225 yards. Frank, you happy walking out of here with a 3?
Yeah, take a 3, go to the next hole, unless it's match play.
Frank, this is just a pleasure to watch. A player hitting on all cylinders at the top of his game.
Notice it's just flowing too. There's not a lot of deep analysis going through his mind. Just one step in front of the other. If your swing's there, you don't have to find it. If your putting stroke's there, you don't have to find it. Just let it happen.
Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole. Don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
Pretty good shot right there. Good effort and good par putt. Frank, this par 4 14th hole at about 440 yards will test you all the way up to that green, won't it?
It certainly will. It just looks like you should bash it over those bunkers down the left side, but the green pitches from left to right, so the best access is actually down the right side, coming in from that sort of right line. So don't be fooled here.
Frank, take us down. Give us the player's eye view on this second shot here at 14.
I kind of like a second shot a little lower than normal here. It just seems to shape up to this green. Obviously, you're protecting against going left while you're trying to go directly at the flag. So just something a little lower than normal, I think, would be the go.
Strong wind here early in the round. How do you think this is going to affect the players, Frank?
Well, they've got to be clever on club selection and the type of shot they want to hit now.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
These putts keep the round together. Starting to move on this leaderboard now, Frank.
It's got a nice look to it, like a who's who.
There you have it, Frank. The second round is complete. What are your thoughts?
I think anybody looking at this leaderboard, anybody in the top 10 of that leaderboard is certainly in a good position to win. Quality of the golf there in that first 10 is excellent.
EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Today it's live third round coverage of the Mountain Shootout. Here at the 12th, par 4, 442 yards. Frank, what's ahead?
This one's called Big Boat. Hole certainly a lot longer than the 10th hole, which is Little Boat. Dog legs to the player's right, a couple of bunkers down the left side. That first bunker on the left shouldn't be too much of a problem to carry. But once again, even though the hole bends to the right, you'd like to be down the opposite side of the fairway, which is the left.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Second shot. Good look at the green. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. Trying to make yet another birdie. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Getting set now over the putt. Frank, that's a par, and onward we go. 13th hole, par 3, 225 yards, and heavily bunkered around that green, Frank.
It is, but that green gets narrower as the hole gets longer. Nothing wrong with hitting the ball sort of the middle part of the green here.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
Setting up for an approach shot here. Now on the green, has about 10 feet left there to save par. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. This to surrender, only one shot. Frank, this has been an absolute mess today and all week long.
You said it best.
Well, here we are at the 14th hole. It's a par 4, 442 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, but if you were spraying it off the tee here, then there's all sorts of problems. Bunkers left, trees right. This is a fairway you must hit.
Excellent drive right there, Frank.
Circa 310.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Frank, I'm sure it feels good to get some red numbers on the card, but this tournament is probably too far out of reach at this point.
Good question.
Now to the 15th tee, and Frank, this looks like a fun shot to hit.
It won't play its full yardage because of that elevated tee, but a good one out here. We might see one of those 350, 360 plus yard drives. He's gone for a little extra.
Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
That looked like it nearly got below the lip, the level of the lip there.
Can't believe that one, Frank. That was a complete horseshoe right there. Did the job right there. Well, that wraps up another round here at Banff Springs. Frank, what caught your eye today?
Just the gorgeous scenery, Rich. Golf course not overly long, but not often we get north of the border in just an idyllic part of the world.
We saw plenty of great shots out on the course today, and we're looking forward to getting back to the action soon. So for all of us here at EA Sports, this is Rich Lerner, along with Frank Nobilo, saying, until next time. This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming your way. Today it's live final round coverage of the Mountain Shootout. Back here at the park.
Right, with bunkers all over the place. They're sort of in the place where you'd like to hit the tee shot is exactly where that crop of, what is that, 5 bunkers down the left side. So you're going to have to somehow squeeze it just right of that. Very awkward tee shot.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. Oh, I thought he had that.
Can't birdie them all, Rich.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. And that's in for a par. Well, now the par fours begin to stretch out a little bit. The 15th here, Frank, is 475 yards.
Certainly want to put your big shoes on here. Nice big slinging draw off the tee might help go a little further. Does go downhill considerably, so you get a little bit more run out of the tee shot if you did that. This is definitely not going down the fairway.
It doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Just 5 feet left. Playing beautiful golf. 8 under for the tournament. Moving on to number 16 now. It's a par 4, 414 yards. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
It's another hole that'll favor a nice sort of high draw off the tee. It'll set up that second shot to a green that has got several different levels on it. Oh, I like that. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. What a nice shot. Right on the green and a pretty easy putt on the way. Shouldn't be a problem here. Tough game, Frank. You can hit 300-yard drives and miss 3-foot putts.
Yeah, there's the ecstasy, and that's the agony.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. That's how you maintain momentum and make those putts for par. Now to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Rich. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. It'll set up just a short iron into a green that pitches towards you. So maybe just a little bit underneath the flag with a second shot. And really a chance to have a fast finish.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
So it was a conservative play off the tee. What are we looking at now on this approach shot here at 17, Frank?
Well, the reason why you play a conservative tee shot is so that you can go directly at the flag, and that's exactly what you have here. It's just all about yardage.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Putting up some impressive numbers out here now, 9 under for the tournament. Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, did you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive and an iron. Oh, that had some meat behind it.
And now the second shot here at this par 5. On the green in regulation. Getting set now over the putt. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. See if you can get this one to drop. Big birdie putt. In the hole for birdie. So another tournament in the books, Frank, and what'd you make of this one?
Quality venue once again, Rich. The standard of courses we're seeing is excellent, and consequently it's enabling the players to really play some great golf. So I think golf's the winner today.